Thank you for coming back for another one. Yeah, there's a lot going on. But we've got the 420 somewhere playlist. Like 420 hour 3 is out. It's getting big. Um, I still need some help. There's a lot of songs that going back I can't think of. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the show. Yo, I guess we're back again.
Oh man, oh man.
What a week.
Okay, we just need to sit down and address this impeachment shit. It's getting.
See, and I'm just so tired of hearing about Queef and this impeachment. And we need to, yes, I know we need to get rid of him, but do we have to keep hearing about it on the news every day? I'm so sick of Queef dominating the news cycle.
I'm sick of it too, but I mean, this shit is gonna be on fucking documentaries when we get old. This
what are you
is
talking
be...
about? They're already making documentaries.
No, this is gonna be on fucking, not on HBO and shit. This is gonna be on fucking History Channel when we're 50 or something.
Oh god, powers forbid. I'm so sick of it. It's just so nauseating. It's just all the nonsense of oh, we've got this person who's a whistleblower. Yes. He's doing what he felt was best in his conscience. He felt what best upheld his civic duty.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at people who are standing by the oath of offices they took.
I mean, and that was such bullshit when you were trying to discredit him because he's from Ukraine and he immigrated here when he was 3.
I mean, Trump loves I don't know. Trump likes white immigrants until they piss him off.
Exactly.
It's
I think that's why his wife hasn't divorced him yet.
Then, yeah, no, and then I don't know. It's just so much shit. It's I can't even think. Here's some lighter news. Because depending on how you look at it, this could be really good or really racist. Massachusetts bans all menthol smoking products, and fruit flavored smoking products. I get the fruit flavor because that
would be geared towards children. Yeah, I can understand that, but
But then menthol is the stereotype is mostly black people smoke it, which as a person who smoked for 15 years, yeah, I preferred menthol.
I only smoked menthol when I had a cold. Because it was gentler on my throat.
I don't know, but the thing is all my friends in high school who smoked menthol were either white or Asian. So it's just so I get it. It's more addictive.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how it works out, but it is a good, interesting way to go with it.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting to see how they enforce it. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, okay, so the ATF, alcohol, firearms, and tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
So under Giuliani's reign as mayor of New York, the ATF, one of their biggest concerns was cigarettes from other states. There was big $1 million operations put forth to stop cigarette trafficking, they were doing to
drugs, yeah,
hard drugs. I just think it's hilarious. It is ridiculous. It is dumb. It's amusing, and it just tickles me.
I don't know. There's an interesting silver lining to the Trump impeachment shit, though.
What?
Is that we have a lot of women experts there for their specific expertise. Yeah. They're not there for some sex scandal shit. How it usually is at the Capitol,
Well, yeah, no, I'm quite pleased that there are smart, educated women who are able to speak and articulate and voice their opinions and concerns and not get interrupted. Like,
Yeah.
it's weird that's a highlight of politics right now. Like, but everything's been so gray and dark and murky.
Yeah, and like, and the main thing about these impeachment hearings, just in general, it's just like my main worry is like the next upcoming election. Like, if Trump isn't removed, like, because I don't think the Senate will go for a conviction. They're most likely not. Even though the House would. The House would most likely go for it, charge him with impeachment. But then the Senate has to deliberate.
I don't know. I will just wish one of these radicalized incels, alt-righters would just take him out. Just someone who's lily white, just like him. Well, orange-white. Would just take him out. Like, do the Franz Ferdinand song. Like, I'm just so sick of Trump. I'm so sick of just... There's just an awful smell in the atmosphere since he's taken presidency.
Well, it's not just that. It's like there's just been this collective irritation that is slowly growing into anger and fury. Because people are just sick of the shit. Because, like, at first, when you have the whole, like, literally his first day in office, he argues about the size of his crowd.
Well, no. Here's the thing.
Like, that was the thing. Like, his first day in office, he said that the crowd was the biggest crowd as it had ever been.
So, I mean, as someone whose mother is a lawyer, you know how much work goes into filing a lawsuit.
Yeah, I do.
Every month since he's taken office, he has had a lawsuit filed against him.
I know.
That means he had lawsuits in the works before he took office.
Oh, no, I know. Like, before he took office, I think he had about over 2,000 cases against him.
Yeah.
Because,
most of them were for that Trump University bullshit.
It was Trump University, and then it was, like, some of his other shit, too, of all of his other schemes. Like, the vitamin one.
Oh, yeah.
Where that was, like, multi-level marketing, where you could, like, send in, like, a urine sample, and they, like, will send you a thing of, like, what best nutrients to take and shit like that.
Yeah, no, this shit was crazy. Yeah, no, it was so fucking dumb.
And then, well, the thing was, Sondland, so far, I mean, there has been a lot of damning testimony, but Sondland has been the most damning because he's such a dick. Such a dick.
I mean...
Like, on the stand, he was a dick. Like, he was still a dick.
I mean, yeah,
He was just one of the guys that was like, I'm not gonna let Trump take me down. Yeah, he did it.
Yeah, no, and that's just it. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry, I'm tired. But, I mean, I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. This presidency is gonna end with a bunch of people behind bars.
And it already is.
And a lot of people are... It's not just that people are, like, standing up for the oath of offices that they took, but a lot of them are just like, nah, I'm not down with this. Like, I'm sick of, like, being dishonest. I'm sick of being shady. I'm sick of how I'm worried about how my kids are gonna look at me. I'm sick of I'm worried about how it's gonna go down the history books.
Yeah.
Everyone is just, I mean, racks are deserting a chip, like.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't know, I remember, well, with the Sondland testimony, it always reminded me of the number one grifter rule. A grifter never lets another grifter a grifter never lets another grifter throw them under the bus. You're only loyal to a certain point. And that's what Sondland reminded me of, because that's what a lot of these guys are doing in the administration. You know?
Yeah, I mean, people are just... I mean, it's every grifter out for themselves.
Pretty much.
It's like... It's like everyone's just trying to save their own asses, and I can't be mad at anyone for trying to save their own ass, but it's like
I mean, I wouldn't want Trump taking me down. Shit.
Well, but you could have known that this was going to end any other way. Clearly, the man is mentally unstable, is deteriorating, is. So the most interesting Trump news that I've found myself is that the ghostwriter for Art of the Deal has come out of the woodwork.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's just like he's just like, he didn't pay me. It's like it's just horrible. It's just he has so many horrible ideals. Just so many things that don't work, that are proven not to work.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, he's a con man. He's not some great, smart, brilliant, illustrious, like, businessman.
Yeah.
It's like, you've been sold a bag of fucking lies. It's like, Trump. And he did this by reality TV. It's like he took advantage of the decreasing, like, intelligence of the American population.
Well, not only that, like, even his lawyer was like, this is going to be the biggest infomercial in political history. Like, he did not expect to win at all. And that's the part that really gets me. Like, even he expected not to win. Like, he was hoping to get close, but he never expected to win.
No one expected Trump to win.
Not even Trump.
I mean, if South Park had it the best, again, coming to South Park is like, yeah, South Park had the best thoughts on it, but no one saw it coming. No one.
Yeah, not even they saw it coming, and they even, like, for a while were like, yeah, we're not even gonna have Trump in our episodes. But then since Garrison is Trump.
Yeah, no, it's so dumb. I feel completely blindsided by this last election. I really thought Hillary was gonna get it.
I thought so too, but then, however, though, when Comey came out with his stupid press conference, that's when I knew that it wasn't gonna happen, and that's the sad part. Fucking Comey. Well, which, by the way, Comey, if you're ever listening to this shit, fuck you, dude. Just fuck you. Fuck you. In general. In the general scheme of things of this universe, of which we are both inhabit, fuck you, dude. Because, seriously, it is because of you that Hillary lost. And you can try to paint this any other way, and all that type of shit. No. Fuck you, dude.
Okay, get off of Comey because you're starting to sound like a drunk white girl.
No, like, seriously, fuck him.
Move on.
We're moving on now, but seriously.
Move on. I was like,
He's gonna go down in history.
Move on. It's like, so, I don't even really know what to, there's not a whole bunch. So let's talk about this HBO Go, or HBO Max, HBO Max. The new evolution of HBO.
Oh my goodness. That one I'm actually, like, I'm probably gonna look into myself.
Oh no, it's dope.
Because I've heard they've had some good titles.
Well, no, here's the thing is, they're rolling in all of their, so Time Warner, as a giant Hydra of an entity, has all their own, they've been really good about their streaming platforms. And it's like all their networks have their own individualized streaming platforms. I know because I had them, like 7 of them on my tablet back in the day. Like, I had the Cartoon Network one, I had the CWC, I had CW now. Like, it was just, but they've got all their streaming platforms covered. So with DC and everything else, they're rolling everything together into one giant Hydra of a package.
I heard about that, and like, the thing is though, it's like, one, the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, I believe it was, is gonna be on HBO Max. It's gonna be his version of what he wanted. It's not gonna be the Joss Whedon edited one.
See, and I didn't really think that was true.
It is. It's confirmed.
I thought that was just like clickbait, internet trolling.
Well, the main thing was like, cause like I'm a big DC fan through and through, and even though yes, a lot of their movies have been disappointing, I actually didn't mind Justice League. I did not mind that movie, and a lot of people are gonna be like, what the fuck? But just hear my reasoning in just a sec. It's like mainly because of the fact that oh shit, hold on. Here we go.
Mainly for the fact that you grew up reading comic books with your father.
Yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
You grew up reading DC comics, and see, I read all comics, and my uncle Freddie, shout out to Freddie, is like, because of him, I was able to read the Green Arrow, Green Lantern comics, like, in their original individual forms. And he was super particular about clean hands and snotty noses. But yeah, like, he did piss me off though when he stopped reading Static when he found out Dwayne McDuffie was married to a white woman.
Oh yeah. I mean, I did grow up with DC Comics, like you said, and my dad taught me how to read with them. But they are also getting the new Boondocks, aren't they?
They are getting the new Boondocks. So, they're getting some really good originals. Like, they're getting the Boondocks reboot, which is so dope. Unfortunately, Pops has passed away. Like, that is very upsetting that John Witherspoon had to die. But he's always looked old. He's always been old. But they've got so much shit. I don't know. How do you feel about Dune?
I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting. Because that one's going to be an original one, I think.
Yes. But I'm just talking about Dune in general.
How do I think about Dune?
Yes.
Well, I have to finish reading it. I haven't finished it.
I've never finished Dune. I've only seen the three movies.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not the biggest fan of Dune. I'm not a hater of Dune. But I am kind of curious to see Dune's sisterhood. I don't know. But then there's also Tokyo Vice. So yeah, these are all original scripted. Like
DC Superhero High.
Wait, yeah.
That one's coming up. I think that's kind of funny. It's gonna be an original.
But yeah, so they're rolling all their shit in, and it's like, you love Adventure Time? Guess what? You're getting one more movie.
Oh,
you're getting one more
yeah,
Adventure
I forgot
Time
about
movie.
that. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of great animation from this, from the looks of it, because they have the Looney Tunes cartoons on it now.
And HBO still has my favorite adaptation of Rapunzel to this day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because back in the day, they did children's stories, but it was all like African American actors.
Yeah.
And musicians and shit doing the voice acting and shit. And there was Rapunzel, and there was like, I remember Tommy Davidson. He did the voice of Rumpelstiltskin.
Yep.
It's just like, I don't know. It was just really like blackifying grim fairy tales.
I remember those. And then they're going to be doing some documentaries as well. And they're doing one on Amy Winehouse.
Oh yeah, see, you're just skipping around.
I am. I mean, we could go in order, I guess.
Well, yeah. But yeah, you're just skipping around.
I mean, I'm just doing whatever's catching my eye, hon. Sorry. I mean, we can go down in order if you'd like.
Yeah.
So where do you want to start? Do you want to start at the top?
So yeah,
for the
it's
series.
scripted. So after Dune Sisterhood, Tokyo Vice. A series based on an investigative journalist. Yeah, no, this seems dope. Like, the flight attendant.
That is true.
I don't know. It's weird because HBO Max is a network, or is HBO. It's just because they're Warner Brothers, they have everything, and it's like all the things that have been behind their own individual paywalls are going to be behind one paywall, which is kind of dope.
Yeah.
Which is kind of dope. Because it's like Boomerang. It's like Boomerang is has been a premium cable channel for old cartoons forever.
Yeah,
but
like the Hanna-Barbera.
All the old Hanna-Barbera and Looney Tunes and shit. It's all going to be on under one roof. And it's like, I mean, I'm kind of okay with this because they can somewhat rival Disney.
Well, that, and it actually kind of like will create more of a choice in the market. Because right now, like, the whole thing with Sprint and T-Mobile, like, some states are going to stop blocking that because that's creating a limited amount of choices in the cell phone market. And so it's like, HBO and Disney Plus and like a lot of these other companies that are kind of like have to tread lightly, because if they get too big and like combine too fast, then you're going to have states blocking you from forming, essentially.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. Things are going to get very interesting when it comes to the streaming market.
That is true.
And
it is
I
kind of
feel like, I don't know, I feel like people like Midget they're not going anywhere when it comes to Netflix, because Netflix is cheap. It gives them the consistent number of shows. They have a steady amount of new content. It's like, I don't think a lot of subscribers are gonna jump ship from Netflix.
I don't think so either.
And especially when it comes to the real survivors who still use Netflix DVDs, because there's a large population of rural people who use Netflix DVDs around the world
because they don't have internet connection, and so that's what they have. And yeah, that is true. They still actually have it,
or they don't have a stable enough internet connection for streaming.
Yeah, and actually their DVD selection is like 3 times as bigger as their streaming collection.
Well, no, they're as far as Blu-rays are always new releases. Everything that's a new release
is you
can get on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I know. And then you have DVDs.
And then you have the DVDs. And okay, so here's a little shitty hack. During your Netflix free trial, because it's a free trial, do the max number of Blu-rays. Do the max number of Blu-rays and just watch all the new releases and be like, okay, nope, I opt out. Like 1 or 2 days before the trial's up, stick everything in the mailbox.
I know Doom Patrol's headed for...
Yes, all the DC streaming shows are heading there. I'm actually... I don't know why, because I only watched the first season once, but Gossip Girl's getting a spin-off. I don't know why I care.
Weird.
But I kind of do care.
Was it really that popular of a show?
I don't know. It was really interesting because it was just one of those days, like, I came home from a party and it was just on MTV and I just watched a day marathon while I was just like haggard cleaning up. And it was just like, interesting. I mean, I dug it. But yeah, we talked about the Boondocks reboot. Search Party Season 3 is gonna be exclusive. Like, That's weird. It's like season 3 and going forward are gonna be HBO Max.
Weird.
But yeah, Doom Patrol season 2.
Yeah, I watched that a bit. That's quite a fun show.
I watched the pilot and I really liked the pilot. The pilot was on YouTube. It was on YouTube, and I went back like 2 days later and it was gone. I couldn't find the pilot. But so yeah, this is another big one for me. Big props to the homies over at Rooster Teeth.
I know, I saw Genlock.
Yeah, Genlock season 2 is going to be on HBO Max.
And David Tennant's in it. Oh, I fucking love it.
What? They've added David Tennant?
With voice work from Michael B. Jordan, Dakota Fanning, Maisie Williams, Golshifteh Farahani? Yeah.
Yeah.
Golshifteh Farahani and David Tennant. It's a weird looking word, okay? I'm sorry. I don't mean to butcher it. I'll spell it out for you.
No, move on. You're wasting time.
Fine. Well, I mean, I don't know.
No, you're getting really white about
Golshify.
about an ethnic pronunciation. Let's just keep it pushing.
Okay.
No.
Grease.
Genlock. Genlock is really good. Check it out. It's on VRV. I think the pilot, first episode's on YouTube.
Yeah, you can watch it for free on YouTube, I think.
The pilot you can watch for free.
Yep.
But yeah. And then Grease, Rydell High.
Fuck Grease.
A musical series.
Based on the world of Grease that will tackle the high school life in 1950s Middle America with a modern sensibility.
Please, no one out there take offense to this, but I'm just gonna say gay and not in the good way. That just seems so lame and outdated.
Well, the movie is lame and outdated too, so it's perfect.
No, it's not. We've got Riverdale, and I actually kind of hate Riverdale.
I've yet to watch it. I gotta watch it because I do have big crushes on redheads.
But it just tries to do everything that modern teen dramas do, and so I can't really gel with that. But I like the ideal. I like some of the things that they want to do with it. I definitely love what they did with the Pussycats.
Nice.
But yeah, Grease, which, speaking of Archie, that is a CW show that'll be making its way on here sooner or later.
Most likely.
Like, it will be here. Starstruck, a six-part comedy from Edinburgh Comedy Award winning Rose Metaphor. Yeah. Huh. About a 20-something millennial who juggles 2 dead-end jobs and
accidentally sleeps with a movie star.
That could be interesting. But then again, it kind of...
It seems like some sort of like romantic comedy thing. A plucky young girl trying to survive life, a bit of a clumsy person, and sleeps with someone famous by accident, and they fall in love.
Or it could be like You're the Worst.
That too.
I actually have you seen You're the Worst?
I have.
Yeah, no, I think that I like You're the Worst because it's a pretty accurate portrayal of millennial relationships.
That's true. When I watched it, I was like, yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. And then we have Circe, which this one actually has me interested. It's a fantasy epic on the novelist Madeline Miller's retelling of the Greek goddess story. Now, if you're not familiar with the Greek goddess Circe, if you are familiar with the story of the Odyssey, she is the goddess who woos Odysseus into a weird time thing and turns his men into pigs. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
I don't know. Back in middle school, I would have been all over this show. But yeah. No, actually, elementary school, before I was like really hardcore into superheroes, where I just read comic books. Because, like, I don't know, in the 90s we had Xena, Hercules,
Yeah.
Young Hercules.
Oh, I remember we had young Hercules. I forgot about that dude.
Young Ryan Gosling.
Yep. I remember that. God. Ah!
I loved it. God, I loved Young Hercules.
I feel so old right now. Wait, how old is Ryan Gosling? Is he like in his 40s then? Or in his 30s? Late 30s?
He was like 16 in the show. Like,
well,
he's got to be about he's got to be like old 30.
That's what I thought.
40 something. No, he's got to be mid 30s. He's got to be mid 30s.
Probably mid 30s.
What
was he 16? Oh man, wow.
Yeah, Young Hercules. But I was really into the mythology, and I was definitely one of those nerds who would be like, that's Roman mythology, not Greek. Like, at so many things.
Oh god, you're one of those people. My dad did that all the fucking time, and my mom does that shit whenever we watch Law and Order. They're not supposed to do that. That's against the Constitution.
Well,
that won't be admissible in court. I know, Mom. I just want to watch it.
Yeah. So we've got Raised by Wolves.
Oh, it's by Ridley Scott.
Yeah, Ridley.
And written by Aaron. I'm not gonna pronounce that.
Guns. Yeah. Well.
Guzikowski?
Guzikowski.
Guzikowski.
Yeah.
It's a 10-episode series filmed in Cape Town, South Africa. Follows two androids tasked with raising human children on a mysterious virgin planet. As the human colony threatens to be torn apart by religious differences, the androids learn that controlling the beliefs of humans is a treacherous and difficult task.
It sounds like Mother.
Water is wet?
It sounds like Mother.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Which I really liked Mother.
Yeah, because it has that...
It's about the android...
the android raising the girl, and then that woman comes down who was in Terminator, and I forgot her name.
I don't remember, but yeah. It was like, I don't know, I really liked Mother, and it reminded me so much of Ridley Scott.
I thought it was, like, I thought it was produced by James Cameron, which is, he's kind of similar at times.
I mean, yeah, they are definitely peas in a pod.
Well, they're not similar. Like, they both do science fiction, and they're like...
No, just because they're peas in a pod does not mean they're the same.
Yeah, I don't know, it's like, they're not the same, but, like, they're
similar. It's like, they could be... I mean, granted, you put them in a lineup, you could tell them apart. It's like, luckily, they're not all just generic-looking white boys.
That is true. That is very, very true.
Well, yeah, then next we've got one that you're excited for. And actually, I fell asleep watching season 1 of this on Netflix last night.
Which one?
DC Superhero High.
That one, yeah,
It was so adorable
It looks cute, yeah.
It was, I don't know. I've been lacking cuteness in me since Friendship is Magic is dead.
They're not as good as they used to be.
I said it's dead.
It's still going. And there's some decent stuff.
I mean, The Simpsons is still going, but it's been dead.
Well, no, like, no. Like, I don't think it's totally dead. There are some decent episodes.
I mean, no, there's still good Simpsons episodes. As a person who has watched The Simpsons consistently since 1995 to 2019, Simpsons has just been consistent. it's like some seasons, some episodes are better than others, some episodes aren't. It's like, I don't know. I don't really think anything new has been better or worse than anything old with The Simpsons. I just think a lot of people have issues with nostalgia goggles.
Well, that's true.
Like, I don't know. Especially, like, if you watch all the Treehouse of Horrors in order, you're like, it's good. You can just see the intelligence and time and the energy.
Well, I'm pretty sure, like, Matt Groening is, like, a time traveler. There is some eerie coincidental shit on there.
No.
Sometimes.
Okay, so all the things that The Simpsons have predicted were mostly just smart, educated guess. Just predictions and looks and trends. Just paying attention to patterns. It's like... The Simpsons writing room is one of the smartest writing rooms in Hollywood. I have so much respect for their writing team.
Well, no. The writing team is good, but, like, I don't know, there's just some where it's like, Lisa becomes president. And then she goes, yeah, now we have, like, this huge debt by the Trump presidency and all this type of shit. And I'm like, oh my god. Yes. So that's happening. That's
happening right now. We're living through it. But that was something they predicted because of the trends.
Yeah.
It's like, even in the 80s, Trump had aspirations of running for president.
Trump is just weird. He's just a weird man.
He's just...
Like, I'm like...
He is what's wrong when you have money.
I'm like a 75% fucking sure that, like, he had something to do with Jeffrey Epstein sort of shit.
I don't think him directly, but... I don't know.
Because Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, just FYI. Anyway.
But yeah, next up we've got rap shit. I'm kind of excited for this. It's a half-hour comedy series from Issa Rae, following a female rap group from outside of Miami trying to make it in the music industry.
I thought you would like that.
Yeah, no, I fucking love Issa. And it's a hip-hop comedy. It's like, not just a hip-hop comedy, but a female hip-hop comedy. I think that's very bold, and that shouldn't be bold. But hey. But yeah, we got another comedy series with college girls.
And it's going to be produced by Mindy Kaling, following three roommates described as sexually active college girls who are equal parts lovable and infuriating, attending Avamore College in Vermont. Oh shit! They're doing those little Ivy schools in, like, the rural part of the Northeast setting shit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting.
That could be fun. But yeah, we've got, yeah, I was actually reading about this the other day. Strange Adventures. A 1-hour superhero anthology series featuring DC Comics characters exploring the interesting lives of mortals and superhumans.
Ooh.
Greg Berlanti, Sarah, what was that, Charlotte?
I think it's Sketchner.
Sketchner?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sketchner. And showrunner Joe Stevens will executive produce.
That sounds really interesting, actually.
Yeah, I was hearing about this because of all the hype around Flash and the Berlanti-verse.
Well, not only that, like, I'm a huge anthology fan. Like, I love anthology series in general. Like, I love Black Mirror, and what I like about anthology in general is, like, I just like the different worlds that just can pop up so quickly, you know?
Yeah.
And so, having it with all in the DC verse, it's gonna be interesting. Because everybody knows most of it, you know? Batman, Superman.
I honestly feel like it is kind of about time. We're kind of overdue for this.
Yeah.
Like, comics have been kind of a mainstream thing and growing in popularity.
Yes.
Since the fucking 70s. I don't know. I just feel like it's taken us too long to get weird with our comics. And it's like, and Marvel's finally getting really weird with shit. Like,
well, DC's always has been weird with their comics.
but they're movies. They're comic book movies.
That's true, yeah.
DC comic movies are very grounded, down to real earth, real life. Like, what is real? It's like, what was the slogan of the first Superman movie? You will believe a man can fly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, respect to Donner and his work, at least his trilogy.
I like the first two. Actually, I think the second is my favorite in the Superman series.
I mean, I don't know. They're okay. It's like,
I like General Grodd. He's cool. Not General, you know what I mean.
yeah. Kneel before Zod. But,
Zod, General Zod, yes.
Yes. But hey, we got Green Lantern.
That I'm actually quite interested in. I'm just wondering...
This is going to be a Berlanti-verse production.
Oh, are they going to do Barry then?
So this might be connected to the CW shows.
Oh, I really hope they go for Jon Stewart. I want Jon Stewart. I want a Jon Stewart live-action Green Lantern, please.
Oh, you just want a strong, sexy black man.
I know, and I have you as well, so why are you faulting me for it? I mean, everybody knows that Jon Stewart's the best of the Green Lanterns.
I mean, he's my favorite.
So yeah, so why wouldn't Jon... I mean, don't get me wrong. The first Green Lantern did start the girlfriend in the refrigerator trope. So it would be interesting to see if they would recreate that, because that was actually... Green Lantern's a pretty dark superhero.
Well...
I mean, because they were actually going to do that with the sequel with the Green Lantern, when the really shitty one with Ryan Reynolds. So they didn't even do the best part of the Green Lantern series.
Well, you know what? Here's my issue with the Green Lantern movie. It's like, as a kid in the 90s, Kyle was my Green Lantern.
Yeah.
As far as new comics. The comics I was reading from my uncle, Jon Stewart was a substitute Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And he was only on Earth when Hal was out in space.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate Hal, but
Hal Jordan, yeah.
I do prefer Jon Stewart because he's a ex-Marine and he's a black man.
I like Jon Stewart because he's just cool in general.
But
he's really...
I kind of would prefer to see...
Kyle?
I mean, I kind of want to see Kyle or John. I don't want to see Hal Jordan.
They're most likely going to do Hal Jordan.
I damn sure don't want to see, what's his name? Guy Gardner.
Oh, fuck Guy Gardner.
I only want to see Guy Gardner if he's Warrior. Like, I don't want to see him as a Green Lantern.
I hate Guy Gardner.
No one likes Guy Gardner. He's kind of redeemable as Warrior. Kinda.
And then we have The Greatest Space. Oh wait, no. We have, their unscripted. So these are their reality shows. Or their documentary series, essentially. So they have Legendary. 10 houses will compete in this competitive voguing show with a different themed ball at the center of each episode. Ooh!
So yeah, that's gonna be right up your alley.
That is gonna be amazing! Okay, for those of you guys who are new or whatever, I am really into fetish parties and balls. And I love balls in general. And I'm was really into the whole ball scene with the gay scene here in Minneapolis. So I am totally pumped for this shit. Because that's gonna be amazing. If they can pick good people. They pick people who are shitty at it, who knows. But yeah. And then, what's the next?
The Greatest Space. A competition show in which interior designers are sent around the world to transform empty rooms into amazing spaces for a cash prize.
So HBO, if you want to come do that competition for my bedroom, that would be awesome. I would love an upgrade to where I sleep. Just FYI.
I don't know. It's just, I feel like that's a show that was going to be on HGTV,
And then
they're just like, let's just move this over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've got Heaven's Gate next, a 4-part documentary series exploring the Southern California-based cult whose members participate in a mass suicide coordinated to the Haley-Bopp Comet in 1997.
Yeah, and there's some members left, and so they have a website still up. And it's like original, like late 90s.
Yeah.
Too.
I mean, you know what? I have no interest in watching this documentary. I'm just, it's one of those things where I've been there, done that.
I might watch it because it'd be interesting, because I heard they actually have the surviving members that are left with the website.
Oh, for real?
On the documentary, so I kind of want to just listen to their thoughts from what I've heard. But I mean, I can't say for certain, but that's what I've heard.
I don't know, it could be. I don't know.
And then we have Generation Hustle, a 10-part documentary series about the lengths young people will go for fame, fortune, and power. And that kind of just sums it up.
Yeah,
like,
no.
That's just how we are.
I mean, everybody wants to be famous.
And I don't know, like,
Social media has definitely given us
well, like, I wouldn't mind being famous. I'm just kind of like, I'm doing this so that we can, like, you know, express ourselves creatively.
Well, it's like, I don't know. One thing you hear kids say is, like, they want to be famous. Forever and always, people have been like, I want to be famous. But then you ask them, what do they want to be famous for? And some of them have no answer. It's like, I don't know, if you ask me what I want to be famous for, I want to be famous for being me, for being a stoner, for being fun, you know? It's
yeah.
like, I want to be famous. Yeah, I want to work and hustle.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool to be famous, but then the thing with being famous is that they always dig up everything about you.
Yeah.
And you have to work extra hard to be private. Like, don't get me wrong, I wanted to be an actor when I grew up and stuff like that. But
I don't know, but it's... See, and... I don't know, I feel like that might make being polyamorous a little bit easier, because everything's just out in the open.
True.
You're not hiding shit from anyone.
I'm not hiding my parents that I'm polyamorous. They know that I'm poly.
Yeah, I mean...
It's just, like... I mean, it'd be nice to, like, be more open about it, though. Because it's really hard at times. I don't know. Anyway. So, we have Brad and Gary go to a lifestyle series following Hollywood couple Brad Goreski and Gary Janetti on their global culinary adventures. Goreski is a celebrity stylist and TV personality, Rachel Zoe Project, Fashion Police, while Janetti is an Emmy-nominated producer and writer, Family Guy, and Will and Grace. I kind of like the fact that it's a gay couple, so it'd be interesting to, like, see.
I don't know.
And then again, I like seeing PDA on, like, gay men, so I'd probably watch it just for that.
I don't know. I feel like HBO Go or HBO Max is going to be really gay. I mean, didn't they do the original Queer Eye?
That was Bravo. Bravo did, but like, however, though, like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, HBO in some way, shape, or form owned it. However, Netflix owns the rights to it since they rebooted it.
Yeah, I don't know.
For those of you who
I don't do reality TV shows in general.
Neither do I. But the thing is, like, I love seeing PDA in general, and I love, like, gay PDA, like both lesbians and men. So I probably would just watch the show just for that, so I could see, like, guys be like, honey, what do you think of this awesome, like, blah, blah, blah. And, like, he, like, spoon feeds him and be so cute. But just so cute and affectionate.
Yeah, I have no interest. Moving on. Birth, wedding, funeral. Wait, what? Yeah.
Well, read it. Or do you want me to?
You can read it.
A travel docuseries with Lisa Ling. So if you're familiar with Lisa Ling, she's a reporter on CNN.
I don't like it.
And it will... Why don't you like Lisa Ling?
Continue.
Hold up. No. Okay, I'll explain okay, they will explore different cultures through 3 rituals: births, weddings, and funerals. And then back to, what the fuck, man? What is up with you and Lisa Ling?
I don't like her.
Why?
I just don't.
Okay, you're weird, but alright. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. It could be interesting. Like, she's a decent journalist and she does good investigative work, and now she's got a team behind her. So I don't know. It could be a decent show. But yeah, next we've got The Hoes, a docu-series following what was that?
Extravagant.
The extravagant world of multi-generation hoe family. Wait.
That's their last name.
Hoe family. Okay. Crazy rich Asian Americans with growing empire in Houston. Okay. I thought it was a show about prostitutes because it's HBO. Oh.
They did have a show about prostitutes, so I could see why you thought that. And
Yeah.
for those of you who are thinking, did they actually have a show? Yes, they did. It's called The Bunny Ranch. You look it up, it's actually not that bad.
I mean, not just that. The Bunny Ranch, Real Sex.
Was it Real Sex that on that? I thought it was Skinamax. That Real Sex was on.
HBO was Real Sex.
Okay. Then we have Full Bloom, a competition series where 10 contestants will face off and be crowned America's best florist. Well, HBO, I don't know where in your schematics and marketing you thought that a floral competition would be good. But you know what? Hats off for trying. I hope it goes well for you. I just never thought of that as an actual competition show.
I mean, who did?
I mean, would it be as good as those baking competitions? Are they just as detailed?
Probably. But next we've got Equal, a 4-part documentary series about the unsung heroes of the early years of the LGBTQ plus movement.
I definitely want to watch that. And
it's definitely something I will watch eventually at some point.
Now, I know some schools now are adding in gay history, but it's still kind of hard to find good stuff on it, because a lot of it's always word of mouth.
Well, yeah, I mean, this might be a series that is going to be very educational for a lot of people who aren't informed. But if you're someone like me who just read constantly as a kid and growing up in high school, was constantly questioning everything about the world and myself, you're kind of caught up on most of this shit.
No, I get it. I mean, I went to performance arts high school, so they talked a lot about gay history.
So, I mean, I'll watch it, but I'm just... That's the thing about most of these streaming services. I'm not really going crazy over anything. And, with Disney Plus, all the shows that I'm interested in are coming out on week-to-week basis. So it's not a big deal I don't have it for the first year or two.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, I am interested in the Loki TV show.
Yeah, well, you and Tom Hiddleston will have a thing one day.
I highly doubt that.
Next, we've got Ellen's Home Design Challenge.
Ellen DeGeneres challenges 8 forward-thinking designers to push their home design creativity to the limit while providing commentary and feedback.
Good for you, Ellen. Way to encourage those stereotypes. Moving on. First Date Hotel.
Based on a UK show, single people from multiple generations will try to find love through dates at a boutique hotel. Dude.
This is your idea.
That, I've always wanted to do something like that. But, like, in a different way? Not, like, with love, but yeah.
Whatever, it's a competition dating show.
Anyway, so... yes, I might watch that. Anyway, so Finding Einstein. A docuseries that will search for, celebrate, and support new generation of Einsteins who strive to make the world a better place.
Could be dope, could be dope, could be dope.
It'd be interesting to see who they find. For sure, for that one. And then it looks like Conan O'Brien is having 2 stand-up specials.
Yes, Conan is back again. Not that he's really gone anywhere.
I mean, he's been on, like, TV. He has a show on TBS, though I haven't seen him do a stand-up special in a while, though. So it's gonna be interesting.
No, it's been some years since he's done stand-up. But I mean, hey, Team Coco lives.
And then James Veach?
Yeah, Veach has a 1-hour special.
He sounds familiar.
He should. He's a regular on Conan's shows. Like, but yeah. And then we've got Family.
And Gremlins is getting a movie.
Yes. Gremlins, Secret of the Mogwai.
And it's an animated prequel.
Animated prequel series following Gremlins shop owner Mr. Wing as a 10-year-old in 1920s Shanghai and his adventures with a Mogwai named Gizmo. That's gonna be so fucking kid-friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have Adventure Time Distant Lands. 4 one-hour specials based on the critically acclaimed Cartoon Network series. Each installment will follow select residents of the land of Ooh, including Finn, Jake, Marceline, Princess Bubblegum, BMO, and Peppermint Butler.
BMO. I mean that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, we got Karma.
And that one's a competition series that takes 16 contestants ages 12 to 15 off the grid to solve puzzles and complete physical challenges with rules by the set laws of karma.
I don't know. That sounds like what was it? Hidden Temple back in the day.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
I remember that.
Yeah. What do we have next?
Craftopia, a kid crafting competition series where contestants race up to fill up their carts, then craft their creations on larger-than-life challenges.
Again, that sounds like
I don't know, I feel like I'd find that more on YouTube, but it should be interesting.
That sounds like the show Cartoon Network used to have back during their C and Real periods, where the kids would race to build shit in competition.
Yeah.
Like, see, if it sounds like they're just recycling other shows
from the Viacom vault. And then they're doing some stuff with Sesame Street. So, starting with season 51, the Beloved Kids program will premiere on HBO Max, with 4 more 35-episode seasons to follow. New episodes will subsequently air for free on PBS Kids. There will be an annual Sesame Street special starting with... they're gonna do a special on the monster at the end of the show! Ah! That was like one of my favorite books. So, if you're not familiar with the book, it's a book by Sesame Street, and there's a monster at the end of the book. And then they're doing one that's animated, the monster at the end of the show. And oh god, this is gonna be awesome. I'm excited for that. I'm gonna definitely watch that.
Okay, that's cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I was just like really happy.
Yeah, no, that's cool because I'm more excited for the the Not Too Late Show with Elmo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. Your girl boner's going off for that one. Like, your nerd boner's just all over the place. But, I'm excited for Elmo. The
Nice.
Not Too Late Show with Elmo. I think that's going to be really interesting.
Yes.
Sorry, Elmo was kind of the replacement for Lamb Chop for me.
Nice.
But yeah, we've got... What was that? Esme, and Roy.
It's a season 2 of the animated show about a little girl named Esme and her best friend Roy, a monster, who moves to HBO Max. They live in a town populated mostly by monsters and help out all kinds of creatures with their problems.
Sounds like Monsters Inc.
And then there's going to be Mecha Builders, which is an animated Sesame Street spinoff featuring its familiar characters as heroes in a giant robot-style story.
I'm optimistic for that.
And that is what happens when you have anime fans taking over shit.
I mean, not just anime fans, because anime's become so mainstream over the last 20 years. It's like, not only anime fans, but people doing kids shows. But hey, that's great. But yeah, Little Ellen.
An animated show exploring the world through the eyes of 7-year-old Ellen DeGeneres, consisting of 40 15-minute episodes. Well, that should be interesting, I guess.
Well, I mean, but that's not new content, though. That's the interesting thing. Little Ellen's been out for a hot minute.
I never realized that.
Yeah, no, it's... But the interesting thing, it hasn't been anywhere where you can stream it. So this is a game changer for streaming of it. But that's dope. That is good. But yeah, there's a Untitled Sesame Street Workshop docu-series. That could be very interesting as well. It's like, there's something so fascinating about the puppeteering behind Muppets. Like,
well, this one is it's a documentary series exploring issues for kids and families. I wonder if they're going to be expanding that one part in Sesame Street where like they show kids and families on the topics that they're talking about.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something. But yeah, they've also announced that they've got the entire Looney Tunes collection.
Oh my goodness.
So that's what I was talking about. All the shit behind the Boomerang paywall. It's like, you got all your old Looney Tunes and Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, because they're gonna have Jellystone.
Which, yeah, is that supposed to be like a new, updated
It's a new one.
cartoon?
So there's the Looney Tune cartoons, which is your favorite classic Looney Tune characters, and they're back in an all-new animated show.
Yeah.
And then we have Jellystone, which is your favorite classic Hanna-Barbera characters, including Yogi Bear, Boo Boo, Magilla Gorilla, returning in an all-new animated series in the town of Jellystone.
No Grape Ape? No, there'll be Grape Ape probably.
There always is going to be Grape Ape.
I don't know. This is very interesting. But next,
The Fungies. It's a prehistoric comedy from Cartoon Network Studios that follows a science-loving elementary school student named Seth, who stirs up trouble in his quest for the ultimate scientific adventure.
I feel like that is a show that was shelved by Cartoon Network.
That's how I thought it too.
And
like
it's only being revived because HBO needs content.
Yeah.
Which is okay, because there's so many good shows that get shelved and don't get produced, don't get see the light of day just because Cartoon Network was like, this won't be a good fit for us.
Or like we get one pilot.
Yeah.
And nothing ever comes of it.
But yeah, next we've got Tig and Sneak, a series from Cartoon Network Studios, again, about an 8-year-old sleuth named Tiggy and his inventor cat, what was that, Gwinsky? Who searched for the lost item of Ouija City as a part of a Department of Lost and Found. That sounds interesting and weird, and I might have to watch it.
So, Tuned Out, a half-hour hybrid live-action animated comedy series from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, director Robert Zemeckis, about Mac, who starts seeing iconic cartoon characters that help him get through a rough patch in his life. Oh my god.
That show was on Cartoon Network, wasn't it? Like, what the fuck?
I thought it was on Cartoon Network. But, hold on. Give me a second. Let me look something up real quick.
Yeah. This is... See, I'm seeing, like, Kirby episode of Tuned Out. This is so weird. But, yeah, so, what the fuck?
Oh, I don't know, I guess we have to see what it looks like then, when it's done.
Yeah.
Because I swear it was, or there was a show like it on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, no, it sounds just like, because there was a, See in Real, like, because that whole, like, because who doesn't loathe in the test and remember seeing Real when they had all their live action? Yeah. But they had a show that was a live action cartoon hybrid that wasn't actually terrible, but it wasn't fantastic. I don't know. You want to say something instead of me just talking?
Sorry, I got really distracted.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to. I'm just thinking, that's all. I mean, we'll have to see, because, like, if it's not the one that I think it is, which is, like, about a kid having a tough time in school, and then it's, like, the cartoon characters help him through it. Like...
Well, yeah, so, I don't know. This is
I'm trying to look up information, but, like, it's not giving me much, and it's like, ugh. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then they are having original movies coming out.
Yeah. Fuck, what the hell?
What's wrong?
Oh, Destroy, Build, Destroy. That's the show I was trying to think of that they had. But yeah. It's like, I don't know, Seeing Real wasn't the worst thing in the world. It just wasn't the best thing. It just wasn't what people wanted. No one wanted.
Well, they didn't even make great content. That was the main thing. Like, if you're gonna do something, like, completely different, then make something good. Don't half-ass it.
I mean, I like the... Yeah, Destroy, Build, Destroy. Mostly because it was hosted by Andrew W.K.
I remember Destroy, Build, Destroy. No. We should probably wrap it up.
Yeah, so... That's... Yeah, Tuned Out. I was
trying to figure it out, too. I can't remember.
Like, I was just trying to figure out what show was it, and
I can't remember it either, and I'm trying to look for it too.
And I'm looking at the Seeing Real shows. Out of Jimmy's Head.
There we go.
Out of Jimmy's Head. The live action cartoon hybrid. That's what it fucking sounds like.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. This has been another episode. It's like,
if you like us, please hit the like button.
comment, subscribe.
Hit the bell button if you want to know our latest uploads. And hope you guys have a great rest of your week.
Peace.
Peace out.